We always get into this discussion of what is a painting and what is an icon. An icon is a painting, but it is not only a painting. These icons were not meant to be recognized as, oh, look, this was painted by a great artist. They were painted by that artist to be used in ritual. So icons are more than a painting, but the word icon means image. And legally, an icon is any image of the holy, a way to think of, respect, and have access to the holy. People sponsor icons to be put in the church. You can have one for your private home, for your personal devotions. If you are trained in these messages, you have a whole sermon. On one hand, there was a shorthand. A man in a river in the middle of the scene is a baptism, and you can just keep moving. But on the other hand, you are being told all the accessory events that went around it. In an age before printed books and television and YouTube, images like this with dense narrative detail would take you through the story. You're meant to come up and contemplate them closely. The story should matter to you. And then you have St. Nicholas. One of the things St. Nicholas does is save sailors. And that's why you find churches to St. Nicholas in ports all over the world. People who travel establish churches, and when they do it, it's St. Nicholas who kept them safe to arrive at that port. The book he is holding, where the inscription is in Greek, is from the text of the Gospel of John, in which Christ is described as the door by which you achieve salvation. So you're being told to think about how to be saved by living the life you ought to live. And everything in it adds to that message. As you look at him, he seems to be really looking back at you, and his hand is in a blessing gesture. So all of it should make you feel reassured and in a way comforted. The amazing thing about these to us is they really haven't been touched since they were painted roughly 600 years ago. You can look at layers of color built up, and the Byzantine tradition of putting the shadow layer on a face down first and then adding the highlights to it, and you see these wonderful little flakes of white all over. Thinking of this in front of a candle-lit space, that white must have flickered, the gold gleamed. These are placing you outside of the normal world and into a sphere of the holy.